Tanzi's trying to check out the park here that we just pulled into. Just barely got set up and she's checking out the tree, and her thing is she loves this new tree she found.
Come on.
But she's a little shy here. All right, we're moving.
Because her toes hurt.
Have fun playing. Oh yeah. So she does have some fungus on her feet, and we've been treating her, but that makes her feet hurt a little bit, so she's a little leery about climbing. She really wants to climb, but her feet hurt her a little bit, so we're trying to get that all treated and all done, and then she can be out in the trees again. You're excited about that, huh, Tanzi? Hi everybody, this is David, and we got Tanzi here, and Ninette's right behind me holding the leash. We are at EEL Creek Campground in Oregon. We're just above Coos Bay by about 10 miles, and we're going to hang out here for 3 or 4 nights and just kind of check things out. It's been really kind of foggy today, but the sun is finally starting to peek out a little bit, so I think we'll be okay as far as solar is concerned. But this looks like a fun little campground. There's not very many people here, which is really surprising. And maybe some of it is that the water's turned off. They said they have a water problem, and so they have the water all turned off, and so maybe people have been canceling or something. I don't know. There's about 50 sites here, so it's kind of surprising that there's only probably maybe, I don't know, 10 people, 15 people maybe here in the park. So. But we're just going to kind of check out this area. We're laying low a little bit, getting some work done. I need to get some things done on the motorhome, and so I'm going to kind of work on that a little bit. But we do want to check out Coos Bay and see some of the things that are in there, and also around here. We're actually right next to the Oregon, let's see, what is it? Something sand dunes. We'll bring that up and show you. But it actually starts here, and it'll be in our stay for the next couple more stays, because it just goes up the whole coast of Oregon here quite a ways. So we'll see what that's all about. We're about, as the crow flies, we're like 2 miles from the water, and there is a trail that goes from the campground here over to the ocean, and it's about 2.5 to 3 miles. So no bikes, so we'd have to walk, and I'm not a real fan of walking in sand either, because you have to walk through the sand dune. But it might be pretty interesting, so we'll probably at least climb up on top of the sand dune, check things out, and kind of show you the view from up there. But anyway, let's get going, and we'll check out what this venture will bring for all of us. Morning, Tanzi. How are you today? Are you enjoying your catio out here in the forest? Yeah. You like all those nice smells and things out here? Well, we are going to take off, and we're going to go check out some of the area. So maybe later this afternoon you can go out for another walk again. Check out your favorite little tree. Well, we hurried and turned into this kind of empty parking lot, just looking for a place to park here, and lo and behold, it is actually the visitor center. So we are going to go in there and kind of check things out and see what there is to do around here. This is the inside of the visitor center. They have a lot of literature and people to help you out, figure out where you want to go. We picked out this outdoor rec rack. It's got flat tire bike riding routes, other routes, all kinds of fun things to do around Oregon itself and the coast. So of course, the first place we're going to visit today is the Sweet Street, because we want to get a caramel apple. This is right next door to the visitor center. So we have our caramel apple that we just got here, and they cut it all up for us. So we are going to take a little break and eat this. So we'll be back. Just sitting here eating our caramel apple. These logging trucks. A number of these have gone by. Heading over to the mill. So Coos Bay is known for its lumber production, and the first mill was opened here in 1855, and they shipped the first load of lumber out in 1858. And after that time, a lot of other mills followed. So this is the John Topitz Park.
City of Coos Bay.
City of Coos Bay. Looking through our dirty window. We're stopping here because there's supposed to be a lot of things to do, including bike trails and everything. So we're going to check it out real quick. So we are at the John Topitz Park, and this is the trail map. So you can see they have a number of trails here that go out through everywhere. They have them denoted by different colors. And if you look at what the terrain is, it actually goes back and forth between paved and dirt. So this nice forested area has these nice trails all out through here. I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance to actually go on these today or not, but we just wanted to make everyone aware of it. It is a big area here for biking. So besides the bike trails back behind us, this is the lake that's also in this park that has fishing available to everybody. Cape Arago State Park. And this is the view. What a beautiful view of the coast. So the ocean doesn't seem to be as angry over here as it was the last place we were at. So this is the other side. It is always amazing how the water can carve things out. Nice little cove here. We're working our way back up the coast, back to Coos Bay. We'll clear out on that point. Lighthouse there in the distance. There's just one state park after another state park after another state park, all the way back to Coos Bay. Here we go over the big bridge for Coos Bay. It says it's really windy up here, and driving our motorhome across here, it was a little scary. That's why the speed limit's only 35, because it is windy. The bridge is kind of in the way, so you can't see the sand dunes, but this is where the Sand Dune State Park starts, and so we're gonna, as soon as we get over the bridge here, we'll work our way around and down to the sand dunes. I guess you can see them a little bit in the video. But that's where they start. You can see that it's pretty windy here. So this is looking back at the bridge from where we're at over here now. So you can see that it's a pretty high bridge. Okay, we are at Horse Falls. This is the Oregon Dunes National Recreation Area. And as you can hear, there's a lot of stuff going on. So there's some major event going on here, and everything is closed and you have to pay to get into everything. So we're not going to go in. A lot of people here, parked all over the place. I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the sand dunes off here to the left. Okay, so you can see on the left there, the sand dunes. We're back on 101. It was so windy out there trying to tape some of that event, so you can see a few things, but I tried to zoom in, but it was so windy that I think it's just going to be too shaky to show. But anyway, the sand dunes runs up the left side here of 101. We're headed north again, back to our campsite, and we have the sand dunes at our campsite. So we're going to kind of leave it at that for now, and then we'll go on a little hike from our campsite, and we'll show you the dunes view once we get to the top of those there. Morning everyone, this is our last day at EEL Creek Campground, and we're going to go ahead and take this little hike here, and it's the John Dellenbach Dunes Trail. It's an interpretive loop that we're going to actually go on, so it's about theoretically a mile compared to hiking out to the dunes themselves, which is about just over 2 miles. This is a pretty cool little path. This sign here shows us all the things that you can't have on this trail, like bikes. So basically only people can be here. Oh, here comes the sand.
Approaching
Whoa,
the dune.
yeah, I definitely don't want to have to walk in this all the way to the beach. This stuff's deep. Besides filling my shoe full of sand because I got holes in them, I always feel like I'm taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. So, this is our first look at the dunes. And you can see their sign in front of us right here to the right says 2 miles to the beach, and if you look up over that hill, we can actually see some people walking up that direction. There's another signpost, so I'm guessing that they have signposts all out through here to find your way through the actual dunes to the beach. But we're not going that way. We're going to go the other way. So this is the other little trail, and I just see a sign through those trees right there. And so that's what we're going to hike towards, and maybe we'll find these signs. Remember, it's always a guessing game. This is the trail. Just have to follow the little markers. Oh, there's a sign up there. Well, we're hiking up this little sandy area. Hiking in the sand is definitely tough, but we're at another little marker point, and this one actually has an explanation. This is the first one we've ran across since we started the hike, so we've bypassed like 3 stations now, and there hasn't been anything there, so I'm not sure if it's really kept up very well. But this is talking about the plants that are out here in the sand. Well, we're walking down the trail. This is looking back towards the dunes. Alright, so we have come to a fork in the trail. So if we go this direction, which is for us to the right, then we actually go back to a parking lot where the real trailhead starts at Highway 101. So that trailhead is a 1/4 mile south of the campground, and you can park out on the road and then walk in this direction. If you go straight ahead, it eventually meets up. This is a big loop, so it'll eventually meet up to where we started within the campground. If we turn to the left here, we go this direction out to the sand dunes to start with, and then we'll come back to the campground to this point as we're getting back to our car. In our case, we're going to go towards the campground and complete our loop. This is the chocolate tree. I don't know what it's really called, but it looks like someone just took chocolate and poured down the branches of the tree. So we're following the trail back to the camp. Pretty cool how it's just all carved out through the forest here. There's actually campers on the left here, so we're already back into the campground. Well, we have come across this park bench, just put here by the Forest Service, and it is overlooking this lily pond. So, really pretty view of all the lilies and the trees. Little meadow. Well, we have made a full circle. We are back to where we started within the campground, and that's the sign in the trail that we went up there. Interesting enough, we only found one interpretive sign on this whole trail, so that was kind of interesting. So I'm not sure, they had 7 different spots, but we only seen one that actually had a sign. Alright, I think I mentioned in the first of this video that there's water outage here. All the bathrooms are closed, but they did bring in these porta potties. and I did get an email saying that they had a water issue, so they are letting everyone know, and they can cancel if they want to, but supposedly starting tonight this park is completely full. So again, we're at EEL Creek Campground, and we are at the front gate right now, and it notes on here that you can only, there's no walk-ins, it's all by reservation only. So make sure you check that out before you come in, because they don't allow walk-ins. They do have a day use. If you're going to be here for a day, you can pick up an envelope and pay the $5 for the day and stay here. But other than that, it's a 14-day limit for camping, and they only allow 2 vehicles per site. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that if you're in a motorhome, you can get in there far enough so that your vehicle can park in front of you, because they also say you have to stay on the pavement. So we put together a little slideshow here, so we're going to show you all the slides of pictures that Ninette's been taking while we've been wandering around.
Right.
Tanzi is coming out for her
Daily playtime.
daily playtime. Yep. Go ahead and put her down. Where are you putting her? She loves it here. And unfortunately, this is the last campground we're at until we get to Washington. So we're going to be, well, I should say, in the forest, because we're going to be at Thousand Trail spots now for the next week and a half or so. So we're giving her one last little sniff around the bushes. Ninette says it's reading the news of the day for the cat. So anyway, this ends this video. We have completed everything we kind of wanted to do here. There's tons more. If there's any takeaway point I would give for this video would be, you know what? We came from the south. We went through Coos Bay. We should have stopped at the visitor center on the way through. They did have RV parking, although I don't think it would have fit our complete length, but they had a lot of parking there. And pick up stuff while we're there, so when we got here we'd have a good idea what we wanted to do. So the first day we just kind of wandered around a little bit, and then we didn't find the visitor center until the second day, and of course that was our last day. So we only stayed 3 nights here. So, but that does end this video, and we're going to continue on from here now on north up the coast. Again, if you want to follow us, you can follow us on our website, which is tigneradventures.com. You can look there to see a map that is updated automatically as we make changes and things. So we hope that you know, if you want to, you know, reach out to us. We'd be glad to meet you. We meet so many cool people out here that that's what makes this so much fun. So I guess at this point we'll just say goodbye, and we'll hope, or no, whoa, we don't say goodbye. We say we'll see you down the road on the next adventure.